Hi, I have been trying to uh, plan for sharpening this tenon saw. This is my only tenon saw, by the way. Um, so I have been delaying the sharpening, but since I'm working on a new project, I am about to cut my tenons there. So I will be doing a sharpening. I'm planning to sharpen this saw. So I thought, why not record this as well? So normally it doesn't take that long, and I will sharpen this in rip pattern. Now, having said that, I still think this saw cuts pretty good, like not that bad, I would say. But the thing with hand tool woodworking is that we don't want to delay sharpening too much, and then there will be a point we wouldn't know whether the work is not like our work may not be as good, and we would be thinking, is my technique getting bad or something like that. So we want to eliminate that, so we don't want to delay sharpening too much. I will just test it out, what is the current stage. So I'm trying to find a scrap piece of wood. So I'll just use something piece of pine. My idea is to really find out by myself what is the improvement, and it may happen that by that I mean how many strokes does it take to get a certain distance, and then after sharpening I want to try the same thing. And it may very well happen that with my skill level, and maybe the saw is pretty sharp enough, and there may not be that big a difference, but then I may feel something different. So in any case, I just want to try that. I feel like this is slightly dull than it used to be like a couple of projects back. So I will start my curve. This is the start, but I will count now. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 13 14. So to reach this it's back, it's like 14 strokes. I will make a note of that. I'll try once again also on the other side. And by the way, it's doing pretty good, like thin curve. And by the way, I had removed the set on this saw a little bit. On this side also I will try. I will raise it a little bit so that it doesn't hit my bench. So Paul Sellers, he had there is a wonderful video how to sharpen this, and how to, these saws, they actually come with a little bit too much set. So a hammer tap, keeping one hammer at the bottom like an anvil, and then tap it to remove some of the set. So we'll try again. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 12 13. This is 13. I wasn't too straight there, that's my fault. But 14 and 13, I felt it is pretty good. Maybe this spine is soft, but I will use that as the benchmark. Now I will work on sharpening. Now how I do it, again, it cannot be simpler than anything. So a saw holder, the simplest form could be two pieces of stick. You attach that. Again, Paul Sellers has shown it, the simplicity of that. So I actually have that. I use that, so I can show you. So this is what I initially made. So this is just a piece of any wood. We drill a hole here and then make a saw curve here. The point of having this hole is that it doesn't split. And then if it is visible, so there is slight bevel on both sides, so that there is room for this thing. So you put the saw between this. This is the holder, put it in the vise, and then I can use my file to sharpen it. Works perfectly fine. The only thing is that I have to bend, or I have to sit and do it. It's slightly more convenient to do it at this side. This is the standing, and at this side. So there are saw vises available. I think vintage ones, which are I don't know, maybe expensive, may not be, but I actually made one for myself using the plans from James Wright from Wood by Wright channel. Again, the only reason I made is that I felt nice about it. I wanted to do something for myself instead of buying one, so I will show that. We don't need this complex, but I was just excited to make one. The idea of this wooden screws and all, I felt like I could it will be a fun project. So that's the only reason I made it. Is it perfect? I don't think so, because like it doesn't clamp perfectly. Sometimes I have to put some additional like extra clamps there, but this is like made for my as per the measurement of my vise. So this thing, I just put it here. I'll do it this way. Hopefully this is where it's more visible. So I have cork lining in the center. Now this seems to be holding, but if it doesn't hold, I may put another clamp on this side. We'll see. Now, like my biggest challenge is to be able to sight this. Now it's like it's night time, so not the ideal time to do this. Let me see. Let me get my files. Now these are the Baco saw files that I had brought from Lee Valley. I don't have all the sizes, but we don't need all of them. And since it becomes very difficult for me to sight this, like I wear glasses or lenses, so I tend to use this sometimes. Sometimes it is convenient, sometimes it is not. So it's like I'll try this like so just to help with my. So I'm wearing that, like I don't know, like it may work for me or may not. So I'll just choose. I have 3 files. I don't normally use the needle file for this. The idea is that we try to choose a file so that once it is in the gullet, it's at least like more than half of it is on the top, so that we are not like spending. So once we spend this side, the bottom side, we still want the other side to be usable. I mean, I don't know if I was able to explain that properly, but I'm trying to see. This is a bigger file. I could use a smaller file, but these are the only files I have. And this is a needle file. I could use this one. Let me try the needle file, because this also works for me. So I could start from the base actually, because this side I think I use more. So by the time I reach here, hopefully I will have or I could start here. It should be fine. Again, like when I filed it initially, I tried to do it a little bit of a progressive tooth pattern, meaning like normally like this is a rip cut. So normally like it would be like vertical, this face, that would be the angle, but on the first like an inch or so, I slightly tweak the angle so that it gets a easier start. Now I have like a holder also just to maintain the angle. Let me get that. This is what I was talking about, like a saw file like holder, like absolutely not a necessity, but I thought like it would help me like maintain like an angle, build up a muscle memory. The fact that I invested in this one, I will try to use this, or maybe I will not. Let me try that like that. So initial, not using that. I'm trying to feel for that angle that I had created the last time. I'm taking like 2 swipes. I don't think I need that, but Just trying to see where I left. Only this one. Not the easiest to view, like if you does help to have a good eyesight. Let me try the Sharpie technique because I am losing track of it's really straining my eyes. I've never tried this. Let's see. I'm trying to do my best to see like if I skipped a tooth or something. It's not that easy. I mean, I have got a good hang of saw sharpening, but the one thing I struggle with is like being able to see. So that's the reason also should not be buying saws that are like the tooth count is like way too high. Let's see. Does feel good to the hands. I'll try the same piece of wood. Just by the side. It's 11. So this side I remember it took 14 earlier. It took 11 for me. Felt good. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. This is 11, 11 and a half. So definitely slightly better. I mean, it was feeling much better to my hands. So now if I'm not able to get my tenons right, it's not a fault with the saw. I mean, not that I blame the saw too much. It's a really wonderful saw.